Name?
Bugsy Pelagiano, sir.
Waiting room number 2. Next.
¡Glores! ¡Glores! ¿Estás bien? Glores? Where'd you go this time?
Alex, you had mentioned on our break that you were the master of playing through this game the most quickly.
That's right.
I think you should talk about that, because when I played this game, I think it took me a couple of days.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested in playing the remastered version to see how long it takes me. I think it'll be, 12 hours or more, but when we were in test, obviously we're playing it, every single day, so we know it inside and out, but when a brand new build came down, we always had to play through from beginning to end, and I was the person that always ended up doing that because I could do it the fastest, and I got down to just a little over an hour playthrough time. I want to say like an hour and 10 minutes was my fastest time. Yeah, it was something else. I mean, I knew the whole game, like instinctually, and now I barely remember any of it.
You must have been able to skip through cutscenes or something.
Oh yeah, you can.
Yeah,
and you can skip dialogue too.
I think the cutscene tape that we received, so we could watch them, I want to say it was almost 2 hours long.
Oh,
it was
cool.
It was like an hour and 45 minutes or something.
That's really
good
cool.
Lord.
I'd like to watch that. I mean, I guess we're watching it right now.
Oh, gran demonio roidor. Oh, gran demonio roidor.
Glottis,
Hear the name of the Great One. Glottis. Glottis.
what's happening?
How many days has this grand demon gone without driving?
Well, we've been hiking for months.
Months? Oh, then the noble one will surely die.
But
Leslie, I remember how you worked to keep everyone together and to help the team snuff out bugs and get this thing finished up. And I have to confess something after all these years, that that as we would observe bugs in the game, that translated merely to us as, okay, fellas, we have more time. Let's get back to work.
Yeah.
Let's make this stuff even better. And so we'd see someone's head float off their body and just exit the screen while their body continued to remain on screen. And we'd say, that's at least another month.
So that's how you got more time.
We knew what the schedule was by just simply playing the game.
Glottis, I'm sorry. Why didn't you tell me you were sick?
Couldn't stop. Have to save everyone.
Are you in much pain, my friend?
Only because I let you down, Manny.
What can I get you? Will anything help?
I need to race to fly like the old days, Manny. In the bone wagon.
But the bone wagon's not here, carnal.
Maybe I'll see her on the other side.
Can't we make a new hot rod?
Those days are done, Manny. No more hot rod. Hey, what's that red thing?
The gondola?
Sweet decal work. Listen, fellas, somebody get a pen. There it is, my final work. It could save me if you have the right... the right... fuel.
What fuel, Glottis? Glottis! Hey, where is everybody?
Waiting area 2.
How long do they have to wait in there?
Until they have tickets. They were issued tickets on the number 9. and they don't have them now. The punishment for selling double-end tickets is very severe.
They didn't sell their tickets. Their tickets were stolen.
By who?
Hector Le Mans stole them to sell to rich people who don't deserve them.
That might be them now. Let's see just what they deserve.
The guy who played these Peruvian flutes, I believe, is from Peru. To look at the credits again, he lives in the Mission. It's like the whole Grimm score lives in the Mission.
What happened to that train?
Your destiny cannot be purchased.
I don't understand. Why has everyone been detained?
Given a ticket, a soul may not sell it.
They didn't sell their tickets. Someone else is trying to.
Bring the tickets, that is all.
The tickets are in El Maro. How can I get there quickly?
These rails are already there.
I have to go. You're no help.
The gate opens. The gate closes. It does not help.
Oh, not again. Hey, how'd you get free?
I was born free, Boatnik. Nobody gave me no ticket, so nobody can take it away.
So what are you pacing around here for?
Trying to unwind a little bit. All those years circling in one direction. Gotta even out my life in this world before I go on to the next, you know. Well, that ought to do her.
Goodbye, Chapito.
Happy trails, Captain. And thanks for setting me straight back there in the drink. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under some seaweed. No, I'm gonna let it shine.
Now that's the ashtray that is the very first shot of the game and the very last shot of the game are the same, just like in Sugarland Express. So the shot of the little figurines around that ashtray is the same as the band that stands around this fountain later.
Right.
That's how you prove that you took at least one film school class in college. You make the first shot the same as the last shot. Basic stuff.
I hereby dub thee Chapito's Fountain in honor of the strange, oily film he left upon your waters. I could actually do it. I could walk out of this world right now and not look back. But I can't. I can't do it. I'm not leaving without the people I promised to save.
I remember what you said once about playing, I think it was the Day of the Dead theme, and you got the band to play it, and then you asked them, like, hey, guys, would you, something you might play, like, in your own band? And they said, maybe on Halloween.
That's right.
Which it doesn't sound like a Halloween piece of music to me, but I guess they were just saying it was freaky.
Yeah.
Or unusual.
Wow, this mural has all the stuff we didn't put in the brochures.
Recently, I was visited by a bird with a human head. Do you know such a bird, Manuel Calavera?
No. How do you know my...
He knew you, and for you he left this note.
I know what you're up to. I've been watching. Stay there. I'm coming to sprout you myself. Yours truly, Hector Le Mans. Híjole. Oh, Gladys would love these.
it's funny because Pete was always great at knowing. Not only would he know it was gonna slip, he would always say no, and then he'd spew out a date, and he was always within weeks. You know, he always and sometimes that date was way past where we were being told the date was. In fact, it always was. But he was always right, and I don't know if it was just a sixth sense or if it was.
Well, I remember specifically what you're talking about. I'm not going to be completely correct, but early in the year, I predicted that it would be June.
Yeah.
Which was about 2 months past our deadline, and I felt very bold doing that.
Totally.
But I felt pretty on solid ground doing that. Of course, this was internal, just within the sound group.
Yeah, we never would
share
say that
this
to you.
with other people. And Pete immediately fired back, "Day of the Dead." We all said, "What? Day of the Dead? What is that? November 4th?"
Yeah, like 4th or
Yeah.
5th.
Yeah.
November 5th.
And so, you know what? He was within. We'd have to look at Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Do you remember the release date? I don't.
Oh,
remember.
it was October 20.
He was,
Close enough.
He was
It was
within
October.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
He was within a couple of weeks, and that was about March that he did that.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's quite amazing
Yeah.
that he was able to see that distance. I don't know how he did it, but he said it with conviction too. That's the funniest thing of all, and he ended up being right.
Bruno Martinez?
You were the guy who packed me in there. You could have at least given me a magazine. 4 years with nothing to read but this damn mug. What are you doing here? And if you were headed this way, why didn't you offer me a lift? Wait, I'm getting out of here. This world's for suckers.
That's no place to put a mug. I drink it, but I don't want to get a packing foam mustache. It looks like blueprints for a rocket sled. They're brilliant. Glottis, what fuel? It's full of rags. I hate it when people leave their crusty mugs out in the break room. Always a good idea to have a clean rag around.
There was somebody that will remain nameless, but I remember they said, because they'd come out of advertising, and they said, well, there's 3 types of animation. There are dogs and cats who chase each other. There are dogs and cats that talk to each other, and then there are logos that spin around. Those are the 3 types of animation. So I guess we need to put
that made
chains.
one potentially amazing animator quit.
Yes.
That
And
ended
come
up
to
being
Pixar.
a soup at Pixar. So
Yes.
you can do your own homework to find out who that was.
Your mother doesn't work here. Since nobody listened to my last warning about keeping this refrigerator clean, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to lock it until some of you grow up. Signed, the Facilities Department. But then what would the little mechanics toast their tiny English muffins in? There's a note next to this toaster. To avoid further mishaps, please butter your English muffins after you toast them. Facilities. This better not stain my pocket.
You can hear your brother's charango. In this thing, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it was a second ago. I think I heard it. It's somewhere in the Mine train station music.
What was in that mug? Something that powerful could fuel a rocket. If only we had more.
Well, I could score you a couple of truckloads if you're interested.
We shoot you now like an arrow into the wind. May you pierce the heart of the wind itself and drink the blood of flight. Speed is the food of the great glottis. Speed bring you life. Come back to us someday.
You sure this thing's going to hold together?
At least most of the way. Hey, look! We're already to Rubacava.
Manny? Manny? Manny, where are you? Manny, I'm frightened! Ah, Rubacava! What a town! Remember the glory days, Manny?
Long gone, my friend. There's nothing here for us now.
Except maybe our old car.
Dios mío!
She's been...
booby-trapped.
By who? Who?
Those dominoes are like one long fuse. I'm not setting foot down there. The slightest bump could start those dominoes tumbling. I don't think my hands are steady enough for that.
Yeah, this is Alan Blumenfeld, who really brought a lot of heart to Glottis.
Yeah, totally.
He's just a real sweetheart.
Oh, yeah.
Maintenance has gotten pretty lax around here, apparently.
To some extent, Grim Fandango is a bit of a mutt.
Hello, operator? Yeah, it's me, Manny. I was just passing through town and... You asked for Bunny. Wow, still mad.
Not my fault.
Manuel Calavera? Well, what happened to the Limbo?
Hate to tell you, Velasco, but she went down at the Pearl. But we found a new ship, the SS La Mancha, and managed to...
The La Mancha? My old rusty bucket. Where is she?
Oh, well, we traded her in Puerto Zapato for a team of sled dogs.
That does it. I'm out of this stinking mob town.
But...
Thanks for finding my baby, Manny. Puerto Zapato, here I come.
Mob town? Maybe I'll just finish this for him. You'd think after 2 years he'd have the little SS Lumbago's lifeboats on at least. I'd drink it, but I'd probably get the SS Lumbago stuck in my throat. That's what the lumbago diorama needed. Fake ocean water.
Calavera, what are you doing here? I heard you went pow in Zapato, Daddy.
Well, Hector Lamans tried and missed. Now it's my turn. I'm headed to El Maro to put him out of business.
Manny, that place has changed. You don't know what you're getting into. I'd better come with you. Just give me a minute to get ready.
Okay, but if you hear a loud explosion anytime soon, the trip's off. I drink it, but I...
What's that?
It's, lumbago lemonade. Try it.
Perkly little aperitif, actually. Yes, sirree. Not bad tall. Tell me where you got that right now!
Olivia's kitchen.
Lumbago lemonade!
Manny, aren't we in a hurry?
Don't worry, this won't take long.
Oh, my stomach don't stretch like it used to.
Oh, Glottis.
So what is that stuff they pack canned hams in anyway? Good show, my friend.
You wouldn't happen to have a breath mint on you, I suppose?
The gelatin is still liquefied. It wouldn't stop the dominoes from falling. It's not gelling.
It can't gel now. It got all nice and warm in my belly.
I don't think my hands are steady enough for that.
Hey, good idea. I bet I could keep it down now that it's cold.
Just let me get across first, okay? A parade of bones trapped in a suspended state. Kind of a metaphor for all of us, really, if you think...
Just defuse the bomb, Manny!
Looks good. But I prefer it with pineapple rings. Soon to be known as the blown wagon.
Hey, that's not funny!
I don't know if people agree with me. That was my idea of, what do they call something that makes you barf? Something you take, you drink that makes you... No, not expectorant.
No, it's like...
Epicac.
Epicac. That's the
like
syrup.
A verbal epicac.
Yeah.
Manny talks about the stuff they pack canned hams in, because it's always grossed me out, that weird gelatin. Everyone would have a different thing that they'd bring up that would make them barf.
Right.
What's yours?
Yeah. Ipecac.
Oh, look at that.
It sounds like what you do when you eat it.
Epicac.
Yeah.
I don't know how players are supposed to figure out this puzzle, that you have to fill the floor with regurgitated gelatin. It's not the first thing that jumps into people's minds. Where the hell did you get that?
I forgot there was I thought there was I forgot there was a regurgitated gelatin puzzle in the game. That's a standard thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, here goes nothing. Looks like Hector's taken over the whole town.
He hasn't had much resistance. There's only one small group who oppose him, and they live out on the fringes of the city.
Places like this, you mean?
I hope they're not hurting Glottis.
Ha. Shows what you know about this group. Their leader is a great man who...
Manuel Calavera.
We meet again. I see you have found what you were looking for. How fortunate for you to arrive now just as we too are about to achieve success. Our army has grown, and right now our top agents are in Hector's weapons lab, about to close in on the enemy in his own den. I couldn't have done it without you, Manuel.
It was a trap! Stand back. There's only one thing to do.
Thank you, sir. You have saved me. But more than that, you have enabled me to continue to serve the movement.
What did you say about a trap?
Hector uncovered our agent in his weapons lab.
No.
You idiot, Bowsley! Your new lab assistant is a spy! Haven't you ever heard of a background check?
What? No time to explain. Now I'll have to take matters into my own hands.
Take me with you. I've longed to be of service to your cause for years.